Welcome to another edition of What Is It Wednesday with the Delta Cultural Center. And I'm Cliff, your host. Now today I'm coming to you from our visitor center down on Cherry Street in one of our galleries. But I want to talk about a small little park that I ran across while I was down in Lake Village this past weekend. And there was a monument and a historical marker located in this little park that I had never heard of. I had to park on the side of the road. It's a little difficult to get to because there's not a lot of parking, but it's really worth a stop because it brings a part of history that I personally had never heard of. And you might be just like me. So I want to explain about what this park is and what it represents and why it was important. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
Located along Highway 159 next to Lake Chico is a small park dedicated to the first night flight of Charles Lindbergh. He became famous for making the first solo transatlantic flight in 1927. However, without his brief stay at Lake Village in 1923, that flight might never have happened. In April of that year, he was flying between Mississippi and Houston, Texas, when his plane experienced engine trouble. Seeing a golf course, Lindbergh landed. Mr. Henry greeted the stranded pilot and offered to let him stay in the clubhouse. After repairing the plane, he noticed a full moon and a clear sky. Having never flown at night, Lindbergh asked his host, Mr. Henry, to accompany him, and the two took a nice flight by moonlight over Lake Village and the Mississippi River. In 1934, an obelisk monument was placed near the old clubhouse by the Chico Delphian Society. Years later, an historical marker was erected by the Chico Historical Society.
Well, thank you for visiting with us on another What Is It Wednesday with the Delta Cultural Center. And I'll see you next week.